So our topic is about the roles of technology in delivering the curriculum. So how are we going to use technology when teaching our students? So the role of technology in the curriculum springs from the very vision of Philippine Plan. So naadaw ko kanin bale workshop done in Thailand last December 2005. It says that ang pag-integrate daw sa technology as media or instructional media also refers to as media technology or learning technology. Nga integrate siya sa pagtudlo sa mga bata. So technology offers various tools of learning, and this range from non-projected media and projected media. So there's a difference between non-projected and projected media, from which the teacher can choose depending on what he or she sees with the intended instructional setting. So a teacher now has the option to choose whether he or she will use the projected media or non-projected media in teaching. So na siya mga choices nga dili lang stick to one na kanang mga tatlak-tatlak or visual aid. Pwede po sila magamit og media. So the difference between projected, non-projected and projected media is that non-projected media, ito yung mga real object models, field trip, kanang own experience, kits, painted materials, books, worksheet, visuals, or mga din siya kanang magunitan doon na to. So magunitan or ma-experience. So like audio materials kanang madungan na to. In projected media, overhead transparencies. So overhead transparencies, have you ever seen, katapitaw, na siya clear nga kanang isulat, clear siya nga plastic, then isulatan og mga words, then i-ana siya sa light, then makita siya dito, mag-project siya, ano siya ang overhead transparencies. And then ang opaque projection, kaya na siya kang ginagamit ng mga projector, then slides like sa PowerPoint, films, video, VCD, computer, multimedia presentation. Ano siya ang mga projected video or kailang gina-project o ginapakita lang din mo siya directly. So, in integrating technology in teaching and learning, na siya factors which is upat ka buo. So, first, we must consider practicality. Is the equipment or already prepared lesson materials like software available? So, consider na talaga siya. Kung kanang dili jud siya sakto sa budget or wala may budget niya mag-provide ano ng material. So, ito na lang yung sa non-projected material. So, if not all the pedagogues in acquiring equipment or producing the lesson in audio or visual form. So, kung dili din siya makaya nga simuon nga gamit ka ano mga projector or mga slides or TV. So, maghimod yung kalain way. So, muna siya ang first factor in technology selection. Second is appropriateness in relation to the learners. So, is the medium suitable for the learners' ability to comprehend? Will the medium be a source of plain amusement or entertainment but not learning? So, atong isakto bitaw kaya mostly kay na-experience na ito ang mga elementary grades kay magamit ka ang TV inig magpa sa linda, tanaw cartoon. So, it's not considered teaching and learning kung dili siya related sa lesson. So, dapat gamitin na ito ang atong technology for teaching and learning, not just amusement and entertainment. Next factor is activity or suitability. Will the chosen media fit the set instructional event resulting in their information, motivation, or psychomotor display? So, activity or suitability. Kung dili siya sakto, for example lang, nagpa-games ka, kung dili siya sakto sa imuhang lesson, so, gamitin pa man dyan mo. So, kung mupilit factor sa pag-integrate sa technology, dapat suit yun siya, appropriate yun siya sa ato lesson. Next is objective matching. So, overall, does the medium help in achieving the learning objective? So, di ba naman sa atong objective sa atong lesson plans as teacher nga. State natin dito kung sa atong gusto ma-reach. So, if ang medium is or ang technology is dili na siya makatabang or makahatag o learning sa bata. So, kailangan if mugamit ba ka technology or dili. Next is the role of technology in curriculum delivery. So mao na ni ang dapat natunan sa mga teachers kung usa nila usa yung role sa technology in delivering the curriculum or ang mga subjects. So technological changes in education will make its impact on the delivery of more effective, efficient, and humanizing teaching and learning. So technology daw is mahimo siya effective kung makatabang sa usa ka teacher kung gamiton siya tama. So there are three current trends that could carry in the nature of education in the future. So trends mura ganing implications ni siya, implication or mahimong resulta sa future if padayon ang paggamit sa technology. So first is the paradigm shift from teacher-centered to student-centered approach in learning. So before, kabalo ka nga teacher-centered because ang tanang trabahoon sa sulod sa classroom is gina-provide the teacher. So with the use of technology as mao ni siya mahimong paradigm shift nga mahimong student-centered approach ang learning because dili na lang teacher ang provide sa mga lessons but ang students din mahimong kaning magtrabaho para ma-achieve ang teaching and learning. The second trend is the broadening realization that education is not simply a delivery of facts and information, but an educative process of cultivating the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor, and much more the contemplative intelligence of the learners of a new age. So the second trend is the first is from teacher-centered to student-centered. Padulong na po siya sa broadening of realization. So, ang technology is dili na siya ginagamit as entertainment, but makakultivate siya sa cognitive, affective, and psychomotor sa mga estudyante. Then, the third trend is the possibility more explosive trend is the increase in the use of information and communication technology. So, the students will be reliable or rely nila sila permis sa technology sa ilahang mga trabaho mo. So, kanang drug the lesson ang mga paperworks but too reliable sila sa technology. Mga na-igaling mga drug. Mahimong result if ever we integrate the technology in our teaching and learning. So, the primary roles of educational technology in delivering the school curriculum instructional program have been identified. So, nakita na daw kung unsa ang primary roles of educational technology in delivering the school curriculum. So, this is important because as future teachers, we must learn kung sa pagtudlo og technology. So, first is upgrading the quality of teaching and learning in school. So, with the help of technology, we can upgrade the quality of teaching and learning in school. Because we can use options like TV nga makakita na natin sa diretso sa mga bata. Kung natin gusto ipakita ng video or auditory, pwede na nila madugan o makita. Next is increasing the capability of the teacher to effectively inculcate learning and for students to gain mastery of lesson and courses. So, increasing capability of the teacher. So, ang teacher, murag ma-lesson na yung workloads sa paghimo mga visual aids, but pwede na niya ipakita diri and kahit murag ka ng siya time na para nato ang usage sa technology sa pagtudlo aron nga mahatag yun nato ang full effectiveness sa atong lesson or para makuha dyan sa mga estudyante na atong lesson para makalearn sila. Nag-read lang sa teacher center kundi sila mismo ang mangitag way aron makalearn. The next is na-agree is ang, di ba sa TIPA, is na ang technological and pedagogical content knowledge. So, pinaka-first hindi ang technological. So, dapat as teacher, na-agree tayo knowledge about technology and how would we use this in our teaching. So, TIPA shows that there is a direct interconnectedness of the three components thus in teaching learning process. And teachers should always ask and find the correct answers to the following questions for every lesson. So before we teach, as teachers, diba, i-ask ka natin sa atong self kung paunsa ka, what shall I teach? So muna siya ang sa content knowledge. Kung saan natin pag-teach sa atong student. How shall I teach the content? Muna siya ang mga strategies. Kung sa strategies na itong i-apply, aron, may mo effect, diba, atong pagtudlo nga, makasabot ang mga bata. What technology will I use? In how the teach, how to teach that content. So, kung sa mga siya, kung sa mga aids or media na imong gamiton para appropriate o suitable siya nga para makasabot o makuha sa bata ang lesson. So, mauna siya ang diagram sa TIPA. So, interconnectedness niya siya. Buo siya. In the center is one na siya ang imuhang balay skill na TIPA. So, first is pedagogical knowledge, technological content. So, mauna siya as a whole, a teacher must possess the technological skills, pedagogical and content knowledge to be able na para ma-effective ka as teacher sa pag-teach sa mga bata. So, how technology is properly applied in delivering the curriculum. So, kung saan natin siya mag-apply sa pag-deliver sa curriculum or saan natin siya pag-gamit sa technology sa pagtulog sa mga bata. So, technology can be properly applied in curriculum delivery when it is used purposefully to enhance teaching, learning, and assessment. And here are the key ways to do it effectively. So, first is, aron ba yung effective na pag-apply or appropriate na pag-apply sa technology sa pagtulog is integration with learning objectives. So, technology should support the learning goals of the lessons, not distract from them. For example, using interactive simulation in science helps students visualize abstract concepts. Diba, ginagamit natin ang technology sa science para masaktan sa mga bata ang mga abstract code na hindi siya makaya na ipakita lang o sa picture lang. Kailangan ng technology aron ma-explain siya talo sa mga bata aron makakawin sila. Next is use of digital learning platforms. So, learning management system or LMS, like Google Classroom or Microsoft Teams, organize lessons, assignment, and feedback in one day. So, these platforms promote collaboration and continuous learning. So, sa LMS, kanang sa ginagamit sa mga teacher karon, dali na lang ang pagpasa og assignment, dili na nimo mag-print, dili na ka magsulat. So, diretso na lang siya or organize na siya sa sulod sa classroom by using digital or technology. So, mas ma-lessen na yung time, ang ma-lessen na yung workload. So, next is interactive and engaging learning tools. Multimedia presentation like videos and gamified apps make lesson more engaging. Just like what we did earlier sa itong demo nga, nagpadula siya sa mga bata. So, ang technology is hindi na siya ginagamit niya. Masali na kanila for entertainment, but you have to use it appropriately, suitable for your lesson. So, example is using Kahoot or quizzes or formative assessment, keeping students motivated. So, di ba mga bata kayo, ganahan na sila games. So, dapat kailangan imong module or video is pwede po siya mag-games or use. Next is access to online resources. Teachers and students can access e-books, research database, and educational websites to broaden learning materials via textbook. So, ginagamit na ang technology to gain classroom. So, kung ikaw, teacher nga na may knowledge about technology, so ma-differentiate mo siya, mahatag mo siya, mahatagan din ang mga slow learners of opportunity to improve, huwag ang mga fast learners to cater their needs. Next is assessment and feedback tools. Like online quizzes, digital rubrics, and analytics help teachers track students' progress and give timely feedback. So, di ba, sa assessment is, sabi ba, makapagdala, hala, katubihin mo na nung naisig eh. Wala na giulitin mo, wala na pinakabalo sa score. So, with the use of technology is, dali na kayo siya ang pag-feedbacking. So, ang teacher po, dili na siya malangay na sige siya check sa physical sa paper, but he or she can use technology aron nga pag hatag og feedback sa mga bata or sa mga estudyante aron na sila time for improvement. Next is promoting collaboration and communication tools like Padlet, Google Docs, and Zoom enable students to collaborate and communicate beyond the classroom walls. So, just like the philosopher said that learning now goes beyond the four walls of the classroom. So, with the use of technology, magamit na ang mga estudyante na to communicate, isa na sila sa nagbalay, na sila sa travel, so himog-hapon sila sa ilang mga requirements or assignments. And lastly is, enhancing teachers' productivity. Teacher can use technology for lesson planning, record keeping, grading, and communication with parents or administrator. So, di ba sa una kay kung magpatawag o PTA kayo, padala-padala ka o letter. So, karon with the use of technology, sa pag-integrate sa technology sa teaching and learning, pwede na mahimong technology o way for communication o record keeping. So, mali siya ang mga proper ways for us to apply with delivering the curriculum. So, in general is, in summary, technology is properly applied in curriculum delivery when it is used strategically to enrich learning experiences, support individual needs, and improve teaching efficiency, not just for convenience or efficiency or entertainment. So, muna siya ang role sa technology in delivering the curriculum. Na, dili na siya for entertainment, but it is specifically for the students' learning. So, our reflection is, the best strategy I can give to students in delivering the curriculum is to integrate technology with active collaborative learning using digital tools such as interactive presentation, online quizzes, and verbal discussion makes lesson more engaging and meaningful. It allows students to explore topics deeply, work together creatively, and take responsibility for their own learning. When technology is used for forcefully to support understanding rather than for just convenience, it helps students develop critical thinking, communication, and digital skills that prepare them for real-world challenges. So that would be all. Thank you so much.